Look, it was a ploy for this game. We saw when they batted, they got a good start also. The hardness of the ball, we knew the ball getting softer on the pitch would be a little problem at the end. So the hardness of the ball, we wanted to capitalize on that. Obviously, the ploy was if Chris got out, then we will send somebody else, like such as Sammy, to go in and continue that momentum, and it worked to a point. Obviously, we would have liked him to carry on, but he didn't.
From 6 for 222, like the last 4 wickets fell for 3 runs. Like, did you guys feel like an experienced head like Shivner and Chandrapal would have served better if he was available in that situation? And given his record against India, would it be possible that Shiv would be playing the next game?
Look, we don't know yet. Shiv didn't play today, so I don't really want to answer any questions about Shiv. He's obviously a great player. He has been a great player for us. We picked a team based on the combinations we felt would win the game for us today. We were in a great position to win the game, and we didn't. So whether Shiv would have made a difference or not, we'll never know.
Thank you.
Otis, there were a lot of big shots played then, especially in the first 30 overs. Was that, again, a very conscious thing because you felt that it would be very hard to bat on once the ball got ball?
Yeah, I think, like I said, we saw also in their innings the hardness of the ball made it easier for stroke play. As the ball got softer, it became a lot harder to bat. We knew that the ball would stay a little bit in the pitch. It turned a lot more when it was softer. So the strategy was to try and capitalize in the early overs, which we did. We were in a great position. We were always up at 5 and over. Even at the end of the game there, we only needed 2 and over, and so as far as the big hitting is concerned, it was something that we made a conscious decision to go out and try and play our natural games and stuff like that. But what it needed was somebody at the end to see us through, to see us home, and that didn't happen.
Julian? Otis, I think I'm right in saying your team can still go through if you beat India at the weekend. I mean, how do you get them up after, there's obviously going to be a pretty morale-shattering defeat tonight?
Well, it depends on how you look at it. Of course, any defeat is disappointing, and there was a time in West Indies cricket not so long ago from where we were, we would have capitulated, we would have fell apart. England got a great start. We hung in there. We got wickets. They were 150 for 6, and we let them off the hook, I think, a little bit in that as well. And then usually when Chris gets out, usually there was a time when things would fall down. Everybody else. We saw a great performance from Andrew Russell today in only his second international game, bowling very well, and then going and making a good 49, putting on a good partnership with Sarwan. Sarwan, the sort of senior player in the team, in this team, in that middle order there, played well until obviously he got a good ball from Swan. He got out, but all in all, there are a lot of things that we've done well. We saw the emergence of young Devendra Bishu, young guy. Another little gem that we've known about for a while came here and he did a great job for us today with his leg spinners. Like I said, Andrea Russell doing great, Kemar Roach doing great. All those guys are under 25. So and we're starting to show the resilience that we're going to need to beat teams like England and India on Sunday and the big boys. So for me as a coach, there's a hell of a lot to take out of this and move forward with.
The Bangladeshis must have been praying today for a West Indian win, but on Saturday the West Indians will be praying for a South African win against Bangladesh to ensure that Sunday's match doesn't become a must-win game for you.
Well, look, I mean, we've still got Sunday to think about. We can't worry too much about what's going to happen in Bangladesh. Of course, if South Africa wins, it takes a little bit of the pressure off, but at the end of the day, there's a stat flying around. I'm sure you all know it very well that we haven't beaten a top team in 20 months or whatever. So we would like to do that. We had another opportunity today, and we didn't take it, but we're getting closer. That's all I can say.
Yeah. What was the thinking behind promoting Thomas over Sarwan?
A toilet break, ma'am. Sawan was having a toilet break, and he therefore couldn't make it to the crease in time. So that's why Thomas came.
Otis, on this track and given the kind of lineup that you have, do you think playing two off spinners was a masterstroke by England? And what did you make of Treadwell?
Well, look, I mean, I've been in England a long time, so I've always known of Treadwell, and he's always been a good bowler. He's been a very good county bowler, you know. Funnily enough, we had a good discussion about him last night because we thought that he might play, you know, just based on the wicket that they played on here against South Africa. We thought that he might play, so we had a good chat about him, but he used the conditions very well. He bowled accurately like we knew he was going to. You know, and unfortunately for us, he had a good day. So, but he's been playing county cricket for probably 10 years, so he's always been a good bowler.
And the two off spinners playing against you in lineup like you were, there are quite a few left-handers. So,
well, I mean, what can I say? It's excellent planning from them. You know, they know we've got 4 left-handers or whatever, 5 or 6 left-handers, so they played 2 off spinners. Brilliant.
Would you say ahead of the Sunday's clash, the pressure be more on India or on you at this point?
Where is the pressure? Well, we've got to win the match, you know, to stay in the competition. We need to win. We don't want to. Of course, we'll know Saturday what happens in Bangladesh, but at the end of the day, we're still trying to win cricket matches, you know. So the pressure will be on both sides to go and put on a show for the public. I'm sure it's going to be a full house in here on Sunday. So we want to play our part in what should be a very good game.
Yeah. Otis, England have probably done just enough to scrape through, and certainly didn't give up today. What have you made of them as opponents? Do they strike you as a team who could actually get all the way?
Look, if they get through, of course they can get all the way. You know, I think England has been a resilient side for a long time. You know, they're scrappers. They don't always play their best game, but somebody stands up, somebody puts their hand up. Today it was Treadwell. Luke Wright's been waiting for an opportunity for a while as well. Luke Wright had a good game with the bat today as well. You know, so they've got the sort of resilience that we're looking for, you know, and I think that once we get that, with all the players we have in our team, the players that are coming through now as well, like I said, the young Bishu and young Bravo didn't get any runs today, but he's going to be an exciting player. Kemar Roach, Andrea Russell, all those guys that are under 25 that are going to be the nucleus of the West Indies team for a long time to come, you know. So there's a lot of optimism still in our camp.
Okay, last couple of questions.
You just played on this pitch. After 2 days, you will be playing the Team India against on the same pitch. Do you think you will get some kind of advantage because you already read the pitch?
Well, there are 2 pitches side by side, and we played on one today, and we're playing on another one. So a new pitch, it will be fresh.
Ground and dew factor will be a kind of consideration because you have already played in the same ground.
I'm sure they probably played on a hell of a lot more than we have over time. So I don't know how we're going to get an advantage, but you know, we'll come and hopefully win the toss and bat and make 400 and try and restrict them.